Lilian Afeba is definitely that girl. If you haven't seen this movie, I honestly do not know what you're waiting for. The movie is titled To Kill a Monkey by Kemi Adetiba and is currently streaming on Netflix. And in my opinion, one of the best movies to come out of Nollywood, not just this year alone, but in such a long time. Moving forward, while everyone seems to be talking about Buchi Franklin, who by the way gave us such a stellar performance, his interpretation of the character Oboz was spot on, spectacular and captivating upon every scene. And if we are being honest, definitely deserves an award. I also want to point out another character, his wife Idia, played by Lilian Afeba. She did such a wonderful job. Her energy was just it. She brought just the right amount of drama, the right amount of busybody and hood-rat finesse to the role. Every moment she had on screen caught my attention and I was so eager for so much more. Even when she did not speak, she spoke. You just know something was about to happen. And her fashion game, so befitting the role. And in that regard, kudos to whoever styled her. You did such a wonderful job. Also, I'm going to ask the question on almost everybody's mind. Was this acting or was it... Because you played the role to the gods. Oh my world. Her entrance alone set the tone and she played it to the dot on the script. So you deserve your flowers. Also, recently Swazi styled her for a campaign shoot and I have to say, this was such a good interpretation of her character. I see the drama, I see the beautiful lady who loves to look good and expensive, the jewelry game, lady who rose from the hood to the court and is now draped in pearls. Even though it might seem like it's not necessary, she's saying you either notice me or nothing else. That is Idia, and this is how you interpret such a vivacious character. Overall, this was such a good movie, definitely two of my favorite looks, and I love how Nollywood is dabbling more into fashion recently. We saw it in Christmas in Lagos and now this. Honestly, I would love to see more. Also, was it just me or who else was begging for a season 2? I wanted more. And speaking of new seasons, who else noticed the movie King of Boys playing on the TV at different scenes in the movie? Was that a subtle hint or just one of those things in Nollywood? Finally, what I love most about this movie, aside its production being brilliantly superb, is that it's so realistic and quite unpredictable. You see that cliche storyline of the mafia's wife always giving her life to Christ in our Nollywood movies. Not saying it's a bad thing, but that cliche storyline, thank you so much for going a different direction and still give us something meaningful. Kemi Adetiba, this was such a brilliant work to the entire production team. In my opinion, definitely deserves an award. So if you've seen this movie, what do you think about it? And on a scale of 1 to 10, what will you rate this movie? Last but not the least, shout out to Sunshine Roseman for such a flawless performance. Absolutely nobody could have done it better.